Okay, a quick intro into task force operations. So once you get into a task force, everyone in the task force kind of gets intel from multiplayer attacks, and it pools collectively for the entire task force. So that's the little blue thing up in the top right corner at 118 that we have. And then once you have enough intel, you can pick different operations that you want to do. We're currently on Mambo, which we've beaten a bunch of times. It's a little bit easy for us, but we we're struggling a little bit on sour grapes, so just kind of regaining our footing, I guess, if you will. But I'll just show you the attack that I just did. Um, just pause it really quick. As you can see, the bases are pretty big. There is a lot going on, but you can also see that a lot of the base has been taken out already before I start my attack, and this is just from people in the task force attacking in front of me. So everyone works together to destroy all these bases, and the damage accumulates. So there is still quite a few shield generators up on the base. So there's probably about 2/3 or maybe 75% of the shield left, and looks like about 80% of the health. So that shield is probably like 1.5 million hit points, maybe 2 million. I don't remember exactly, but it was definitely a good number. Um, so, actually, I started up here with just some gunboat energy to take out this shock launcher, which presented a pretty big threat to my army. So just quickly 2x through that, taking it out, and then you can start my landing down here, flare to that bottom corner, and I do use a one smoke just to land some of my Zookas in front of those cannons. Not sure if I needed it, but it's better safe than sorry, because if I lost a lot of my Zookas, it's just going to be game over from the start. So beach walk into the corner there, and then flare up around the lip just to bring them into a really tight grouping for easy smoking. And right about here, this shock blaster has a pretty long range, and it does a ton of damage as well as freezes troops. So I begin to get my smokes down once I get into the danger zone, just to keep my troops hidden so that they can't be hit by any defenses. And then flare around that corner again, and this smoke that just went down right there was not very good. It should have been right over the flare. So as you can see, I just lost that whole group of Zookas that didn't make it under. But once the smoke clears, they quickly take out that shock blaster, and then I just keep dropping shocks on these defenses as my Zookas kind of line up. And you can see their damage per second is just crazy. But at the same time, they also get one-shotted by basically every defense. So I dropped some critters just to distract that boom cannon after my shock ran out. And then you can see that basically all my Zookas are just lined up around that shield generator and power core and just doing work on it. I wasn't sure if the cannon was shooting at any of my Zookas, but I dropped just a few more critters just in case to keep it distracted. And I'll actually just 2x it here because it's literally going to just be the Zooka standing there shooting at that. Let me ramp it up to 4x actually. But you can see that it was like about a minute and a half of them just standing there shooting at this stuff. So once the shield generator goes down, the power core, the health on it is a fraction of what the shield generator was, and it goes down very quickly. So that was just me showing off with my extra gunboat energy at the end of the raid, even though I definitely had a very, very good setup for this base, so there wasn't much bragging to be done, but that's a quick intro to the operation attacks.